can't drink and talk at the same time.
Leave the conversation to us and order another beer.
You're listening to Texas Live, midday
beer-centered show.
Liquid Lunch. Liquid Lunch.
Liquid Lunch.
With
T.D. Mike,
Kennedy, and Schaumburg.
Here are your hosts,
Catherine Contreras,
and Josh Stewart.
Yeah, we're live. Catherine, how you doing?
Can you guys hear all the
Yeah.
Starbucks downstairs in my office.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you talking into your fan again? Is that what that is?
Yeah, you see that? I couldn't bring my mixer and everything, so I just brought this one snow globe.
It does look like a snow globe or like the back of a mini fan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keeping me cool.
Yeah. You're looking really cool with a fan. Anyway.
I do what I can.
How's work this morning?
Good. I love this job.
Yeah? That's really cool.
I mean, I love Liquid Lunch and She's Crafty,
But
I also like this other job as well.
yeah, that's cool.
Because it pays me.
Yes. Always good to get paid, right?
Yeah.
Chris Perry, don't listen to that. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Neither do I.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey Eric, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Eric's on with us. Can you see us all, Catherine? Are we all good?
I see everybody. Everybody looks amazing. Also, not Eric. Hoppy Chulo, guys.
Yeah, sorry, Hoppy Chulo. I had the distribution manager at Busted Sandal. He's joining us today.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks more like a crystal ball.
Does it?
Your weird mic thing. Yeah. There you go.
I see beer.
It's your new stick.
My future.
Did you look? Can you look into it and tell the future about what's coming next on this show?
I can. I know that I bet you we're gonna do a little what you drinking.
It's amazing. Let's do that.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
Good.
Well, this is a very special episode, Catherine. For the first time, we're welcoming in our new sponsor, No Label Brewing Company.
Nice.
And for the first time ever, we're drinking a beer. It's what you're drinking right now on the show. So, Mr. Kennedy, you have the ability to hold that forbidden lavender up.
What happened to? Oh, hi, Kennedy. You look different.
Yeah, Kennedy went and got good looking, and
like it.
yeah, no, that's
You
producer.
look a little scared.
That's producer Perry. He doesn't have his headphones on because he can't. So he can't. There you go. There's the old forbidden lavender. If you're watching on, and then there's blurry me in the background. But you, okay, that's good. Now open it up and pour it. More importantly, more important. Hey, pour the beer, please. Jeez.
Kennedy's always screwing up. I'm sorry, Happy Chulo. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right. So, have you had forbidden lavender yet, Kennedy?
I have not. This is going to be my first.
Okay. What about you guys, Catherine or Eric? Have you tried forbidden lavender from No Label yet?
No,
I've
just
seen it. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, they're seasonal. They're summer seasonal. Actually, summer seasonals are waning right now. I guess we're getting ready for.
They're banging.
Well, it's getting ready for the October. I saw St. Arnold put out, a full big, pallet of their cans of Oktoberfest. So.
Oh, geez, already?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's almost August, so
yeah.
Of course.
I have a question about the forbidden lavender.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go
Does it
ahead.
make you sleepy, or does it soothe you into a state of bliss?
Well, let's see how much he pours into my glass.
right.
That looks like yours.
There you go.
That's weak, dude. No. Give me that one. Give me that one. Nope. Can y'all see it? Oh, here we go. Which camera do y'all want to see it in?
Here's right here.
Oh,
I know. I'm showing them.
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Not very much he poured.
No, he didn't. You should see his glass. It's all
That's a
full.
weak pour, Kennedy.
Yeah. We got to work on that. Anyway, smells awesome. Yeah, lavender, very soothing. A lot of times with like essential oils and aromatherapy, they'll put lavender on your pillow.
Can you rub that on your baby to make him go to sleep?
I bet you if you rubbed enough forbidden lavender on a baby,
Yeah.
I bet you
Just
would get some sort of,
soothe them right to sleep.
right?
You'd get a
Soak it
jail
right through their
sentence.
pores.
Not on the outside. Look, if it probably shiny hair too. Beer makes for shiny hair. So
True.
a lot of
What's
proteins.
Happy Chulo drinking?
Yeah, Eric, what are you
I saw him
drinking?
pick up a bottle there.
What do you got? Is that Dogfish Head?
Piercing Pills by Dogfish Head.
Oh, nice. Nice. The first ever duel, what you drinking. So anyway, everybody give it a sip.
Oh.
Give a All right, what do
You
y'all
telling
think?
me nobody else drinks on this podcast besides y'all?
I'm at work.
You're on your
Like,
lunch
I'm
break,
literally at work.
And
so is Hoppy.
I don't work in a brewery, man.
I'm working right now.
That is pretty cool, and you can see. I'm just doing some research for lunch, which means having a beer.
Yeah.
Honestly, I only drink when I work.
Well, that's good.
All right, so
40 hours a week.
I usually
We're
don't drink
kinda
on my
working.
off time.
Kennedy, what do you
I put in full-time drinking.
what do you think of
Right,
Forbidden
exactly.
Lavender?
It's very delicious.
What are you getting? You get there's a lot of the lavender aroma. I don't know what the flavor of lavender I guess tastes kind of like it smells, right? I don't know, like flowery, perfumey. Yeah, it is.
Well,
It is soothing. So if you hear just, if that's what you
That's just
hear.
the sound of our audience.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Possibly.
It's a good
No.
beach beer.
You think it'd be a good beach beer? The one you got in front of you, the one we're gonna drink next, that's a good beach beer. We'll get into that.
I'll try to give you more in the next pour.
Appreciate that. Anyway, yeah, my two sips,
problem.
and that's an empty glass. But anyway, so Forbidden Lavender,
Do you-
the current seasonal
drink
from
out
no,
of my glass?
no, I'm not drinking
I'm
after
not-
you.
I'm not sick
Not
of it.
drinking after you. Not after last week. Yeah.
Not after all those Tinder dates.
And seriously, there's not a tetanus shot in the world that can clear up what you've got.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of, we'll have to get into that in a minute. But anyway, so Forbidden Lavender, the current seasonal from No Label Brewing Company, Katie, and that's what we're drinking. Delicious. Get you some before the summer seasonals run out. They'll be, it's only just limited time, and then it's on to the next, which I believe the next
On to
is
all the pumpkins.
right. I believe their next is
A lot of pumpkins coming up.
There's so many pumpkins.
yeah.
everywhere.
Oh yeah, the March of the Pumpkins. They've started. I watched. Hold on, let me do the outro. That was what we're drinking. Hold on.
This has been another installment of
What you drinking?
Be Sure to Listen next time, right here on Liquid Lunch.
That's my grandmother at the end there, Hoppy, in case you were wondering who that was. What
Sounds
you
like her.
drinking? She's from Wisconsin. She's the only Mexican in
Ah.
Wisconsin.
Really? Oh. Yeah, they need some more. Having lots of Mexicans around is nice.
We need to diversify.
Yeah, seriously. That's the one thing. Like when I moved to Houston from Arkansas, like Houston is the most diverse city in America now. We took the title. There's a lot of everybody.
That's what we did.
Who had the previous title?
I believe it's New York City. I believe, but when you factor in per capita per whatever from wherever, Houston's got it, and so we got a lot of everybody, and I like that. It's fun. You never know what accent you're gonna run into, or even what language half the time. So anyway, that's cool. Anyway, March of the Pumpkins. Want it real quick. We're really literally probably 3 or 4 weeks away from seeing a whole bunch of pumpkin beers, and I let my daughter. She was sick yesterday, so we've been watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Those pumpkin beers are kind of like those huge armies amassing right now, getting ready to march. And so it's the huge battle, like who will survive pumpkin season. I don't know. That's the visual I get. Catherine, is that? I don't.
Yeah, at Busted we have to cut up. Man, I forgot how many pounds of pumpkins we cut up last year, but it was just.
But they use real pumpkins at Busted Sandal.
Yeah, we use real pumpkins. Yeah, and I use a very dull knife, and it
Which is
takes
always-
forever.
it's a
So
great
my wrist was
combination.
killing me by the end of it. So.
You need like a machete or a samurai sword or something.
Or just like a good knife. I was there with that. I got like a bachelor pad. All my knives are all dull and like all 10 years old. So I'm trying to cut these pumpkins, and they're fighting me.
Do you ever
bad.
carve anything inappropriate with pumpkin?
No.
No.
There was
Lost
someone who was like
opportunity.
skinning them. It was like there was a chef, and he had like this awesome knife, and he was just skinning, like taking off all the orange off of it, and then chopping it up or whatever.
Huh.
Showing off pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Don't get too flashy. Anyway,
Yeah.
Kenny, did you have any dates?
Um,
You've been a little under the weather.
I was under the weather.
You gotta get up on the mic. Maybe scoot your chair over.
Can we talk about
Sorry.
those screenshots that Kennedy was sending us of his last date that he offended?
Oh,
And she
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
that,
What
he
happened?
was
What
just a
happened?
Typical man.
Yeah. You have a graphic of your text conversation with that young lady?
No, I don't think I want to go down that road.
Was it traumatic?
No. See, here's my problem. Say, I meet a girl. She listens to Liquid Lunch,
Okay.
and then she's gonna think
We could probably name them off right now, but go ahead.
Well, she's gonna think I'm the type of guy that's gonna, air all the dirty laundry.
Yes, but she was
Nah,
crazy.
man, just give her full
Yes.
name and her.
He just-
That
you wanna
chick-
date this girl?
Yeah.
that-
Did you go on a date with the crazy one?
She was,
Or was it just the text?
well,
Is that-
English is not her first language, if you didn't pick that up.
Nope. That doesn't matter. Aggression is aggression.
She was out there.
Did you go on a date with her, though?
Yes, I did go out on a date with her.
And what did y'all do?
We went to dinner.
Okay. What type of food?
It's kind of like little all American, I guess, cuisine.
Okay. So like burgers?
No,
Wait a
no,
minute,
no.
wait, stop.
American
Kennedy went on a date
cuisine?
with her after the aggressive messaging.
No. That was before.
Did
Okay.
This was like 2 weeks ago because last week I was out of commission.
yeah.
The only thing I dated last week was my couch
Mm.
and Netflix.
So you Netflixed and chilled with yourself.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
I
You.
bet he did.
It's funny how there's always energy for that. Unless it's like,
Sometimes you got to dig deep.
yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know where this went.
You started.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't
There
either.
used to be a line, I think.
I don't want to know what that means.
I think we,
over it.
we obliterated the line.
I don't want to know how deep Kennedy's digging.
I don't know. But anyway, so you cut it off with this, like, very aggressive messaging
I
from
know.
this lady.
It was
I
horrible.
know. It was bizarre. Yes.
What, like, was there something you didn't show us ahead of time? I wish we had I should have had you print a graphic of it. This is an outlier. This is kind of a special situation. No woman listening now that potentially would go on a date with you, which I don't know why there would be one of those.
Yeah, like right now, probably not.
No, like anytime. But,
But they can go back and watch previous episodes,
well, yes, but knowing that.
especially if they want to check up on me.
Right, but they should know that you're not going to tolerate crazy. But what precipitated all the... She just got mad at your text. What was that?
It was bizarre because we were talking about just the idea of sending dirty texts back and forth.
Okay.
Now, mind you, nothing was sent. Okay.
Yeah.
I was still gentleman.
I saw something about a happy ending. I don't know.
That was not me. That was her.
And so you didn't reciprocate?
So I don't know. I felt like she was kind of maybe rating me on my dirty talk.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she just, from out of nowhere, she just said, "All you guys are the same. All you want to do is text dirty messages."
She wanted
And-
a picture, probably.
You think so?
She should probably get off of Tinder if she's not into that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
I
probably
agree.
not the right app
So,
for
then all this-
world and value.
All of a sudden, I just felt like she got mad at me for just suggesting.
Go meet
don't know.
someone at church.
Yeah.
If you want good wholesome values.
Yeah. Maybe
Mom, is that you?
Google
Oh,
better.
oh.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, okay. So another rousing, successful date
Yeah.
that you got from... I actually saw a story. Did I send you that link to that story about how Tinder makes people miserable? When I saw that, I automatically thought of you.
Yeah. They're probably dead on, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Anyway, it's kind of like looking at other people's Facebook pages. You know, I don't know. Anyway, we've gone far afield. We're going to take a quick break. This has been our opening segment, and we're
Hold
going to
on.
come back. Huh?
Remember,
What?
we got a long toss to breaks.
Long
Toss to breaks today.
Long toss to breaks?
Yeah.
Why? Because of our ticker? No.
Get,
Oh, right. Oh, got you.
okay.
So, ready to go, Perry?
Going to break.
You're doing a heck of a job. All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to Liquid Lunch. We'll be right back with more with Eric Hoppy Chulo Barrera from Busted Sandal in San Antonio and Catherine in San Antonio. She's still there. So we'll be right back with her and her fan, Crystal Ball. Right back.
Liquid Lunch is brought to you by No Label Brewing Company. The brewery by the silos in Katy, Texas, bringing you such beers as First Street Blonde Ale, El Jefe, Hefeweizen, 11 Amp IPA, Ridgeback Amber Ale, and Pale Horse Pale Ale. As the seasons change, so do their seasonal offerings, Black Widow, Elda M, Don Jalapeno, and of course, Forbidden Lavender. And then don't forget those off-label brews, so good.
Perpetual peace. It'll change your life.
No Label Brewing Company in Katy, Texas. Join them in the tap room Monday through Friday, 3 to 10. Sundays, 12 to 6.
Don't forget the Saturday tour and tasting, kid and dog friendly. 12 to 3, Saturday.
Or anywhere finer Texas craft beer is sold. No Label Brewing Company, Katy, Texas, proud sponsor of Liquid Lunch.
Good, 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 good.
Liquid Lunch is sponsored by Barbacoa Apparel. Barbacoa Apparel is a San Antonio-based independent clothing line that caters to Texans and Texans at heart. To find out more about Barbacoa Apparel or to buy your favorite taco tea, go to barbacoaapparel.com.
This episode of Liquid Lunch is brought to you by the Texas Mead Fest, Saturday, September 24th, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. in beautiful Conroe, Texas. You can join your favorite Texas meaderies and celebrate the world's oldest fermented beverage with food, live music, and of course, Texas mead tastings. Also at the Texas Mead Fest will be the Texas Mead Cup, featuring the competition of both pro and homemade mead to see whose is the best. Registration for the Texas Mead Cup is open now until September 1st, September 4th for mail-ins. Check out texasmead.org for all the deets on rules and registration. It's the Texas Mead Fest presented by the Texas Renaissance Festival and Interbrews. Saturday, September 24th in Conroe, Texas. We'll see you there, honey.
Oh, but right on cue, my neighbor's yard guys are here. I don't know if anybody can hear that.
Nice. No, it's good. We're good.
Blow.
Dad joke. Dad jokes. This week's dad joke brought to you by Liquid Lunch.
Welcome back, everybody. Back on Liquid Lunch Live. There you go.
That Texas Mead Fest sounds pretty rowdy.
Oh, it's gonna be. Because, I mean, most everybody that's going, hotel rooms, because you're up in Conroe, and then mead. It's like, mead is ridiculous.
I don't think I could drink mead all day. I could barely get a, just like, I could barely knock out like one, glass of it. So
Yeah.
all day drinking mead.
I tried it for the first time a couple of months ago, and I had maybe a glass that was like itty bitty, and I was like, whoa,
It's,
this is a party here.
yeah, when we go to
It's
Griffin,
for-
we've been to Griffin
It's for
Meadery.
children.
Yeah, yeah. We went on Interbrews, and we've been twice now. And they bring out a spit bucket. That's like I guess a wine thing. I can't emotionally or morally get with the spit bucket. It seems so like inappropriate and wasteful,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, right.
you got to though. Otherwise, you're gonna get carried out of there on your shield like a Viking. That's what's gonna happen, Kennedy.
To Valhalla.
Yes. So September 24th
Or to your car.
in Conroe, the Texas Mead Fest. I will be doing some guest judging and possibly a mead makers panel. So
Are you going to be broadcasting from the Mead Fest?
definitely going to be recording. I'll do some sort of live stream, whether it's Periscope or Facebook Live or something. May not be a formal, like full-on Liquid Lunch show.
I think we should.
You think so? Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll talk to Bruce. We'll see. He's our, he's like the president of the Texas Meat Association.
Bruce is cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty big deal. So, yeah. Anyway. So, we're back. Liquid Lunch, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
We are back.
Catherine, my co-host, and Eric Barrera, Hoppy Chulo. Where did the name Hoppy Chulo come from?
We were in Houston, and my sister came up with it. I was laughing at someone posted a picture, and he hashtagged himself Hoppy Chulo, and she came up with it, and I was cracking up. And we were drinking at Eighth Wonder Brewery with Mike, the CEO, and I just yelled over. I was like, "Hey, we're gonna put Hoppy Chulo on the business cards for me, okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever you want." And he just rolled with it, so it was funny.
Nice, and it stuck just like that. The perfect. That's
yeah,
how
it stuck. It's weird. It's weird. Grown men calling me Chulo, and I might be like, "It's all right. You don't have to call me that."
You know what?
In case you don't know, Josh, because I know that you're incredibly Caucasian, Chulo means cute or handsome.
Oh.
Yeah, like me.
Catherine with the Spanish lessons.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, in case they didn't understand what it
You can always assume that I don't. So, but in this instance, I meant to ask. Then I was like, wait a minute, it's a weird thing. It's like, I should know this because I'm around enough Spanish-speaking individuals and people that some of it should have rubbed off, but never did. So anyway.
Yeah.
So, Busted Sandal. Tell us. Let's see. Busted Sandal opened what? 2013. Hold on.
2013, August 27th, I believe.
Let me check my reference here. San
Oh, yeah.
Antonio.
Hey, you're referencing the San Antonio beer book. I like that.
Yeah, and
Look it up.
Eric's been with Busted Sandal for, you said, a year.
Yeah, I just hit a year.
Okay. How did you get into the beer industry? Because we're talking, and you weren't born into the beer industry.
No. I'm originally from the Rio Grande Valley, and I worked at a jail actually for 5.5 years, and the job was miserable. I hated it, and I saw the whole craft beer scene was taking off, and I was like, hey, that looks fun.
If I remember correctly from previous conversations, you were inspired by Scott Metzger, right?
Oh yeah, his TED Talk speech really brought it into focus for me, and I came up here and I visited all the breweries, and I volunteered at Ranger Creek and Branch Line, and Busted Sandal wouldn't have me, and they were my favorite, so I bothered them for about 7 months until they finally let me volunteer, and then people started quitting, I got hired, and then I got the sales rep job, so.
I think that speaks to a lot, if you're willing to hustle and show up, things will start happening for you.
Yeah, and I have no experience in home brewing, and that's the main reason why nobody wanted to hire me, because I didn't home brew. But they were like, here, can you mop the floor? And I mopped the shit out of the floors. It was the cleanest floors you're ever gonna see.
Those
so
floors are really good.
those are amazing now. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, all you need is hustle. So
hustle.
You really want it.
And now Busted Sandal blowing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I sent Kennedy on a mad dash this morning. I was like, maybe we can find some, on between his house and my house, and we could not, because one, inept, search where to go, running around in circles, but then also we should have talked to you beforehand. But you are available here in Houston. Since you are you're the distribution manager, where here in Houston can we get Busted Sandal? Because I've had friends in San Antonio, when they mention, I'm like, who should I try in San Antonio? Busted Sandal's always right up there at the top of the list. So.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, the distribution is just a one-man show. It's only me, so there's only a handful of bars that have our draft, and I only think the D&Q. I think they're on Richmond. They're the only ones who have our cans.
Okay.
But soon we'll be getting a distributor out in Houston, and we're gonna be all over the place. So.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for us. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have a distributor, so we can hand that off to Houston, and it'll be available at HB's and all your specs or wherever you get your beer. So.
Very nice. Very nice.
So is you guys just released a brand new one, right? In the is it in the La Chocolate series?
It is in the La Chocolate series. It's the third one. It's called Tan Lines Citra Pale Ale. It's not a smash. It's not a smash ale. It has different types of malts in it, but it's all Citra. I believe there's 6 or 7 additions of Citra throughout the boil. So
okay. So what do y'all?
Citra flavor.
What do y'all do? There we go. The tan line. Did you? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that graphic there. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, 32. Only 32 IBU, which if you're talking about that many hop additions. That's. But what y'all do? Like a pre-hop, post-hop, mid-hop, Randall hop, dry hop. Man,
I think Jeff, our head brewer, it's his recipe. So our 4 core beers are the 210 Ale, El Robusto, the Fire Pit Wit, and the Slippery Rock IPA. Those are all the founders. Jeff, our head brewer, who does all of our beer, he came on later, and he's done our last 2 beers in the La Chocolate series, the Finding Friday Mexican Lager, and this one here. And he really likes an everyday drinker kind of beer, kind of light-bodied. Drink, you don't have to think about it when you're drinking it. It's just good beer you can throw back, and that's what this one is. It's a real kind of light-bodied. It's not a hot bomb. It's a nice. I really like his style of beers that he's making. So.
Let's go. Love Citra hops. Catherine, you remember the cider from the Christmas party?
The one that you made at home
Yes.
that I drank 4 gallons of. Yes, I remember that.
That was dry
It still
hopped.
lives inside of me.
that was dry hopped with citra hops.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so we actually had 175 pounds of citra hops in our walk-in cooler, and 0 beers with citra hops. So we were like, yeah, we should probably do a beer with that.
That
We
walking
should probably
cooler,
use
by
these.
the way, is heaven on a very hot day.
Hey, you can't tell everybody about the
Oh, I'm
walk-in.
sorry. That's an inside secret.
That's not accessible to everybody, just
Oh,
friends.
okay. Sorry. All right.
All right.
When it's like 100 degrees outside, I'll be like, hey, let's...
Yeah, let's go in
Okay,
there.
good.
And then Hoppy Chulo and I walk out together, and people are like, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like, "It's very cold."
And then I
in
do
here. You're
shitty
not doing
fingers
anything."
everywhere.
Trust me, it's very cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Eric was saying. Seriously cold in here. Trust me.
I just got out of the pool, guys.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. See, you know, it's like, yeah. Now, okay, so I've heard Catherine rave about your tap room.
It's my favorite.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, every tap room in San Antonio is amazing, and I love all my beer friends. But Busted Sandal lives in my heart for sure.
What makes it
Yeah,
so?
our tap room is...
The thing I love
just
about
so
the Busted
small.
Sandal is like it's right now. I don't know. You guys have not done the expansion yet, right? Happy?
No.
No. But it's like hanging out with like your family or your friends. Everybody is so friendly, so laid back. There's no like snobby beer tasting going on. It's just drinking. It's having a good time. Everybody's laughing. It's not, there's no smelling of beers. There's no like swishing it around in your mouth. It's just a really nice laid back environment.
Okay.
There's no handlebar mustaches.
No pictures out there. And the Busted Sandal
it's just a
staff
really
is always-
small... Yeah, it's just a really small tap room where if you wanted to come and drink by yourself and avoid the crowd, you can't do that. Everybody eventually talks to everybody else, and almost every day, like, people are making new friends in the tap room. It's great. Like, everybody, even when I'm working the tap room and I have like a couple over here and another couple over here, like, I'll bring them together and I'll ask them an opinion about the conversation that we're having. It's so small that you can't avoid like people's conversation. You can't help it, like, eavesdrop, and then everyone chimes in.
That's cool.
It's a cool little brewery. And also, we don't charge for.
From there, and for She's Crafty, and it's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was a fun night.
Yes.
Did your mom listen to that one?
My mom stopped listening, guys. She's thrown me overboard.
Awesome.
She's like, I can't handle your humor anymore.
So they're picking up the
It's
trash.
too public now. Your personality is too public now, and I don't like it.
So what part of town? It's northwest. Did I see that correctly? Hold on. Let me reference my book again.
We can do better.
Huh?
The location?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. In relation to, isn't it pretty close to your place, Catherine? Northwest.
Not to my home, no.
Work?
But it is relatively close to where I work.
There
yes.
you go. This job, your new job?
410 in Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
You can find Busted Sandal
yes.
area.
7.
Yeah, we're a little hole in the wall too. Like, you can't see us from Fredericksburg, like the main road. We're kind of like hiding on the bottom of a hill behind a 7-Eleven in a sketchy neighborhood.
I find the best breweries are in sketchier neighborhood. The sketchier the neighborhood, the better the brewery.
Yeah, you really gotta look for us or know how to find us.
Although in fairness,
anybody in San Antonio.
Most breweries in San Antonio are in like industrial parks or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
hidden somewhere.
Yeah. Well, that's what you gotta. That's what you gotta do to start. They're making beer. They're not performing
That's right.
weddings or
I
something.
think Freetail is the only one where it's like you have a huge sign that says Freetail. Off of
Retail's
1604.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the medical center pretty much. So.
Okay. Well, if you got to make a trip to the ER, I mean, afterward, you need to wind down. So that's.
If we got to drop someone off at the ER, you can swing by our place and have a beer.
Right. Nobody wants to wait in the ER, in that waiting room for any longer than they have to.
Mhm.
Did you get? No, what'd you get? Hold on, get something different. What? I don't. Yeah, but I don't. Are y'all? Do y'all like super hoppy beers? Then you won't like that. Get something out of the door on the top. One of those bottles. Oh, get the Boulevard Hibiscus Goes. We'll compare it to the Real Ale Goes. Have y'all had the Real Ale Goes? That's what we're drinking currently.
Yes, I've had the Goes before. That was great.
Yeah. I'm going to say. Well, pour him some. Okay, do that. Did you get? Now, just go. We're gonna work on your pours, man. You didn't give Perry any, and then I didn't get any last time.
You know who's killing it right now with the Goes? Goliad. Their watermelon Goes.
Oh, I had it in my hand.
I've seen that thing everywhere. I've tried it. I just tried a sip, but it was fantastic. They're killing it right now. So I see that beer everywhere.
Yeah, I had it in my hand. And
Oh, and I think that's it. It's gone now. I was talking to someone, and they're like, "Yeah, that's the last keg," and I think it was like in the San Marcos region or whatever. So I guess it's done for the season.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's still some at my. I would imagine a watermelon beer would not age well just because of so you want to drink that one fresh. So it's good that it's all going away into people.
Yeah, but watermelon and salt, that just sounds like a good combination.
That's why I like he was talking about the perfect beach beer. I think a Goes, that style. I think I talked about this last week. But the way the air is kind of salty, the salt water, and it kind of plays into the beer itself. Mm-hmm. It's like it makes you think beach.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, you don't have to. What are you doing? Well, anyway, okay. So speaking of pumpkin beer, we were talking about pumpkin beers earlier. You guys have a pumpkin beer, right? It's your pumpkin porter.
Yeah, El Gordo.
El Gordo. Is that going to be available?
Oh yeah.
Here in the.
Everybody.
Be available in Houston?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 100%. We'll be as soon as pumpkins become available. Like once they show up at HEB, and then we buy them, and we get to cutting and then mashing. That's a real long brew day, but yeah, everyone look forward to that beer. And we got so last year we had our El Gordo in our old tanks, which are our plastic ones, the ones that we started off with. Mm-hmm. And those tanks were kind of hard to keep efficiency. We have our brand new insulated, glycol tanks. And I'm really excited to see how they turn out this year. So
that's cool. And thanks for the what are y'all doing? Sorry, distracted by y'all's gestures.
Well, we have to speak silently now.
You do, but I appreciate the heads up. I want to make sure I talk about you guys have your 3rd anniversary party coming up.
Right.
Oh yes. August 13th. We still got tickets available, and yeah, it's going to be a big party. We used to have it as like VIP was one price, and then general admission was another price. Now we're just opening it up to everybody. There's no VIP. Everyone's VIP. I know we're gonna have food available. I think we might cook a pig or two, like we did last year. Yeah, we threw hops in it and everything. It was great.
Awesome.
I think we're gonna have some barbecue, a lot of one-off beers. We have our 210 nail that's souring right now in our wine barrel. That one's gonna be great. That one's gonna go fast, I know. And then we're gonna have a bunch of special casts that we're gonna do. And I'm really considering throwing one of my beers into the mix. I've been wanting to do a cucumber saison.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Sounds refreshing. So when people
Yeah,
buy
and
a
you need
ticket
it.
for the 3rd anniversary, what do they get with that ticket?
You get a meal. You get I forget how many pours. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, food, bunch of beer, also glassware, and we're gonna have we're finally gonna have merch available for everybody. I know everyone's always asking us for caps or the brewer shirts or t-shirts or anything, and we're gonna have all that available. So
that's cool. So Saturday, August 13th.
Oh yeah, and live music. Yeah.
Oh, nice. 3 to 8. Saturday, August 13th, 3 to 8. Tickets still available, but only 200 to be sold in total. So you get them while you can get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's going to cut down on all the lines and waiting and all that. So we're going to have plenty of stations and beer. So
That's awesome.
It's going to be a party.
All right. So check that out. And what other markets? You're in Houston, obviously San Antonio. I'm guessing you're in Austin as well.
Yeah, San Marcos and the Rio Grande Valley, from South Padre Island to McAllen.
Okay. Cool. We got friends down in the valley, so we'll give them a heads up. But Eric, thank you so much for being on Liquid Lunch.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, and everybody, if you're going to be in San Antonio, get those tickets to that anniversary party. That sounds awesome. I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine, you going to go?
Thank y'all for having me.
I would go if I were you.
Where can we find the tickets online? We can go to your Facebook page. Is there an event page?
Yeah, there's an event page, and it's got our link. Also, you can just check out our website, bustedsandalbrewing.com, and we have all the information there.
All right.
Awesome. And guys, be sure to follow Hoppy Chulo on Instagram and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I'm hilarious.
Do it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Also, tap room hours Wednesday to Friday, 5 to 9, and then on Saturdays, 2 to 9. So go check out the intimate setting. Make friends at Busted Sandal Brewing Company in their tap room. You'll probably see Catherine in there. And
I'll
Jason.
be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And give Eric a hug and a kiss and tell him that you heard him on Liquid Lunch. So, all right, Eric, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Liquid Lunch live. Don't anybody go away, Eric. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Eric.
Never.
I'll be in the beer aisle. What am I in the mood for? IPA, stout?
Hi, sir. Is there something I can help you find?
Well, I'm just trying to decide what beer I want.
The Shock Moon beer is really popular.
Mommy, that's Daddy's beer.
Oh, yes. We'd love to put a slice of Tangelo in it.
Oh, my gosh, me too. It's so good. I love that.
Oh, we just love to have it out by the grill. It's great for that nice summer day. Love it.
Don't listen to these people. The only beer worth drinking is an Imperial double barrel-aged triple brewed with tuna and unicorn horn. You can't even get a hair.
I don't know why you drink all that fancy stuff. The bull malt liquor gets the job done.
What's going on here? Did you pick a beer?
I tried, but this whole beer shopping experience has turned into a total cluster. We got another name for that.
Texas historical icon, Sam Houston.
That's right. I'm Texas historical icon, Sam Houston, and this shopping trip needs a slice of Texas history. Oh, man. A ghost. Get out of my way. Like Charlie Foxtrot from Texian Brewing Company. This Imperial Berliner Weiss, named after the legendary grass fight, is a light-bodied and refreshing wheat ale with a great balance between sour and sour. It's a crisp, dry finish with just enough sweetness to leave your taste buds intact.
Wow, Charlie Foxtrot is unlike any other beer I've ever tried. And with a shot of raspberry syrup, it's a totally new drink. One great beer, two great ways to enjoy.
Yeah, thanks, Sam Houston. Don't thank me, thank Texian Brewing Company. Don't go down that beer aisle. Making history one pint at a time. Or that white guy down there. Texian Brewing Company, Richmond, Texas.
Do you love craft beer? Do you love to laugh? Then you'll love me. I mean, who doesn't? I'm Catherine Contreras, and I'm the host of the She's Crafty podcast, a comedy and craft beer show taped in San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo, breakfast tacos, and some of the best craft beer in the Lone Star State. You can download the She's Crafty podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and just about anywhere you find badass podcasts. Or just go to our website, shescraftypodcast.com.
Oh, we got a big one for you next week. We're going to take the show on the road for the first time ever. We're going to Drink of Ages Pub. We're going to sit down with the John Denman from Drink of Ages. That's right. JD himself will be right here on Liquid Lunch, and we'll be right there at Drink of Ages Pub. That's meta or full circle or something. Anyway, stick around. We'll be right back. More Liquid Lunch live.
Hey, drink beer every day.
Hi, this is Bruce Leslie from Griffin Meadery, and this is another installment of The Reading of Life. The world's oldest fermented beverage is mead. Not meat, not mean, not weed, but mead, a fermented honey wine. Dating back to as early as 40,000 years ago, predating beer by 30,000 years, and wine by 34,000 years, mead was discovered in an African bush, most likely from bees nesting in hollowed-out trees. Mix in rain during the rainy season, wild yeast, and little time, and a few lucky bushmen made a discovery that changed human history. Mead spread out through Europe, India, and China, but waned in popularity as people urbanized, and sugarcane was discovered. Smash cut to today, and mead is making an epic comeback, along with the popularity of other artisan and craft beverages. You can learn more about this and experience all that mead has to offer by attending the 5th Annual Texas Mead Fest, September 24th in Conroe, Texas, presented by the Texas Renaissance Festival and Interbrews. For more information on tickets, lodging times, and more, visit texasmead.org. The Texas Mead Fest. Come see what all the buzz is about.
Hi, this is TD Mike. There are many ways to be part of Interbrews. One of our favorites is encourage you to tell a friend about the podcast. You listen to Interbrews because you love craft beer. The more people that listen to Interbrews and love craft beer, the more the craft beer movement will gain success. And the more success it gains, the better the economy will be. And the better the economy is, the happier people are. And the happier people are, the less likely they are to start a war. And if no one starts a war, then we have world peace. So do your part to usher in world peace and tell a friend about Interbrews. Shalom.
That's what I always assume. Anytime I see a dump in my front yard, I immediately just assume it was a homeless person.
Welcome back. Liquid Lunch, everybody. Catherine, have you seen any more hobos in your neighborhood?
No, actually. Not this week. I've been looking, though.
Any more hobo dumps?
Scouring the neighborhood.
I guess I missed the story. Did you actually have a hobo dump in your front yard?
Well, it's as she just said in that little drop. She assumes anytime she sees a dump. Yeah, that's where she goes. I meant to mention this last week, Catherine. I wanted to get your take on this. The Texas Monthly, I'm sure most people read Texas Monthly. This issue here, Texas Monthly, 50 best burgers there. Okay. It's one of those things where any of these lists, right? They're always controversial. I don't.
Right.
I'm like,
they're based on opinion.
Based on opinion.
What else could they be based on?
Right. And I know that I've been a part of, a couple of them, and it's just an email sent like, "Hey, you're a person. Can you give some insight?" And then we'll use it, and they put it together and get a bunch of hits, and then it helps their website or whatever. But Texas Monthly, the best burgers. And the ones that they talk about in San Antonio, I wanted to see if you have tried any of these.
I think one of ours made number 1 on that list, right?
Oh, let me see. That's
what I heard.
I went regional. Hold on. Now we have to flip. Have you looked at this, Kennedy?
No. This may surprise you. I'm not actually a subscriber to Texas Monthly.
Oh. Whatever, dude.
But I do love burgers.
Yeah. Brisket burger with pork belly. Is it Folk?
I believe it is Folk. I've never been there, but I do know that I followed them on Instagram now since that article, because I was not aware of them. I think they might be pretty new.
Yeah.
I know that on their Instagram feed, they made it very clear that they are not a burger place.
Huh. But.
And that they just happen to have a burger on the menu. And I think it's $18 or something, and there may have been some San Antonio residents that were griping about the price, maybe.
I would pay $20 if the burger is that good. That's
if it's outstanding,
yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't, and I wouldn't think twice about it.
Is that the most you'd pay for a burger?
I don't know if that's probably. After that, it's like I'm just gonna order a steak. Like if I'm gonna go burger. But
I am definitely a burger lover.
Yeah, I could probably eat a burger every day.
Me too,
for sure. Yeah. But
I know that Cured was also on that for their burger, which surprisingly $8, which for Cured, I don't know if you guys know a lot about Cured, but it's been featured in a bazillion different magazines, and the chef I think is a James Beard winner and all this stuff. So they've got an $8 burger over there.
Okay, yeah, the Blue Ribbon Burger. And then also
I have not tried it, because when I go there, I like to try they have this really great poutine that they sell there that is amazing.
Is it like classic poutine, like Canadian poutine? With
it is.
Okay. All right. Why are you? Do you know poutine?
Don't ask.
Okay, I won't. All right, so let's see what else. Rebel has one on here. Have you ever had?
Yeah,
one?
that I have not tried that one. That's pretty new. They just opened that like about 6 months ago, I think.
What about TJ's hamburgers?
That is on the south side. I'd like to try it.
Only under
Googled
$4.
it.
Under $4.
Yeah. I think it's like a little mom and pop establishment.
Okay. And then Zinc Burger.
Zink's Burger, I have not tried. That's downtown. Those are some pretty hipster places on there, with the exception of what is it, TJ's. I think everything else is pretty
hip.
fancy.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drink a beer with a burger, which is always a good idea, actually, burgers and beer are perfect, especially with these new fancy schmancy burgers with the avocado and bacon and that sort of thing, fried egg. You want something, wine, obviously. Wine can't handle that.
No.
Wine doesn't have carbonation. You need carbonation to scrub through the fat that coats your tongue and it dances. But IPAs, amber ales, pale ales, all really good choices with burgers there.
The Busted Sandal 210 Ale would be a nice beer.
Yeah.
To pair with the burger.
Absolutely. And it comes in cans. I saw an article earlier about cans, how the top 10 brewers in the United States, craft brewers, that all but one now can. And only just a few years ago, it was like thought of as a crazy thing. Like even Brock Wagner from St. Arnold was like, we'll never can, and now they're canning.
I think putting beer in cans makes it more universal, I think, for the average beer drinker.
Yeah, way easier to smuggle into places.
Yes.
Easier to smuggle into places. It looks more friendly and less intimidating to maybe people that don't necessarily always choose a craft beer.
Right. Way harder to rip apart a can and stab somebody in the neck than to just break a bottle and stab them in the neck.
You could take cans to the water park.
You can take them to the water park. You can take them to the pool.
Yep.
Half the time they
Maybe
don't.
to the river in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Get on a tube, float down the Guadalupe.
Right. When's the last time you did that?
I actually hate tubing, so it's been a really long time. It's the worst thing ever.
Is it the super touristy thing?
Dirty.
Is it like just super touristy, or do people in San Antonio do it?
It's not touristy. It's like way local, like hillbilly.
Okay.
Does the high
You
urine
know what I'm
content
saying?
of the river?
A lot of Confederate flags down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the urine content of the river? Does that throw
I would
you off?
imagine pretty high. I would imagine. Probably vomit as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh well, take that one off the list of things I need to do in Texas.
Yeah.
What's the best thing to do in San Antonio? Like if you're in the week, in for the weekend. What's the best? Like if you said go do that.
I would say definitely the Riverwalk is beautiful. Downtown, Southtown, all getting every day better and more beautiful. We have lots of amazing restaurants at the Pearl. We have beautiful parks downtown. We're so lucky that we happen to have a really great park system. That everything is kept up beautifully. The zoo is really good here. SeaWorld, if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not really like a theme parky person, but it's really nice. We always have an arts district. We have Deco Arts District, which is really nice as well.
All right. Yeah, you got to go see the Shamu or whatever they take him out of there, or her. I think they're getting rid of
before he
it.
dies or he kills somebody. I think.
Well, yeah, I think they're getting rid of them. So, because they can't, the whole Blackfish documentary or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Which I watched right after we went to SeaWorld. So I'm glad I watched it afterward. Otherwise, I don't know if I would enjoy it.
Would have felt bad about it. Yeah.
Right. But, ignorance is bliss. So that was great.
Absolutely.
Kennedy, are you gonna open up that other beer?
I am.
I wanted to compare.
Are you ready for another beer?
Yeah, just a small pour, so that everybody gets some.
Like your first small pour.
A little more than the first one. Even a third is what you want to aim for, there, guy. So much training to do, Catherine. It's
these thirds.
It's really pathetic, to be honest.
Yeah. So
fractions were never my thing.
Well, we got to work on that. So I gotta get you like Cicero and server certified or something. I don't know. You gotta,
That'll take you.
Huh? Yeah, it may take too long.
Let's try to do a third.
Yeah, do a third. See how that goes. So we tried the Real Ale Goes, and now we've got a Hibiscus Goes. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. So can everybody see that? The best. Pull up my camera there, Producer Perry. Producer Perry doing a bang-up job today.
He is.
Running the cameras. Look at that.
Can I tell you what my dream is, Josh?
Yeah, please.
My dream is to create a T-shirt that says "Goes before hose."
Wait, you aren't? Don't you like work
I stay
for
up at night.
a t-shirt company? You could do that.
I do own a T-shirt company, but everything costs money, Josh. It's not.
Wow.
The
Well, what's?
T-shirts don't just fall off the trees.
But that would sell like hotcakes.
I think so. I'm gonna do it.
You could even do like goes before ho-hos,
That's not nearly as clever.
but it would mean you want to drink a beer like that before you.
You mean like doubling down on hose, or you mean
No.
like the cupcake?
No, like the cupcake knockoff ho-hos.
I see.
You know.
Just labeled it up. You just got all dad on me.
Sorry, there's a lot more where that came from, but it oozes out every once in a while. Yeah. Oh, you're cleansing your palate? No? You got your water? Anyway, what do y'all think about the hibiscus? It smells very floral. I don't know, Harry, you're not a fan. It's fine. You can totally dog this beer. They're in Kansas City.
You know, I have relatives in Kansas City.
And do they drink this beer?
I don't know. Every time I go there, though, I always drink Boulevard.
Yeah, it's kind of their jam.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it's
their
not
big
bad.
deal. No, I like this. Not your deal? Not your jam, Harry? No? Drain pour? Or into Kennedy's glass pour?
Yeah. I'll help you out with that.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Catherine, are you a hibiscus fan? Do you like flowery, fruity kind of?
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty good.
I tend to not like beers that are overly floral, though.
Yeah, I don't think that one's got some citrus, a little tartness, more on the tart side.
Nice.
Okay, so here you go, Perry. We can put up that graphic now. Next week, Catherine, we haven't discussed this yet, but here in Houston we have a radio show. Not the technical difficulties.
We're not.
We'll need that one later. Hang on to that one.
Got ahead of yourself.
We have 2 radio shows that air here in the Houston area. We have What's on Tap Radio with our friend James, and then we have Drink of Ages with our other friend John Denman.
Okay.
And John had, for the last few years, done his show at different bars and in a radio studio, I guess. That's where I was on the show. We went downtown to the Galleria area, went to the radio studio, and made my dramatic appearance on Drink of Ages. But he now owns a pub, Drink of Ages Pub, formerly Growlers of Montrose.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's expanded and he's growing it, and now he does the show from his pub, which is pretty baller by any standard or measurement. And next week we're going to attempt to do Liquid Lunch live from Drink of Ages Pub.
That's super exciting.
It is super exciting. So we're gonna see what happens, and if it's.
I think we're gonna pull it off.
Basically trumped us all in the craft beer radio show market. I can't compete with that.
Yeah. So, but next week live from Drink of Ages Pub, and there you see the amazing graphic with. That's a look live into Drink of Ages Pub right now. All those people moving around in the back.
Thanks for noticing my quality of work.
Yeah. Okay. Now don't talk about it anymore. Just let it flow. Formerly, yeah, Growlers Montrose. So, Drink of Ages down there. It's on Montrose, right? Is it on Montrose? It's right off of I-10, right there off of I-10. I gotta get did we not have the? Anyway.
It won't be hard to find.
No. So if we're able to pull this off, Catherine, then I'm thinking Liquid Lunch is going to be going on the road more. So this is kind of that test run.
I like it.
So I'm thinking.
I'm excited for it.
We'll be in that Starbucks before you know it, doing the whole show from there.
Well, I'm already on the road, you guys.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying we'll do the whole thing.
Just so y'all know.
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
ahead of the game.
Right.
We're not doing Starbucks.
We'll do wherever we have to do, if it comes to that.
There is a bar very close to here, but it's a little shady. And, as a lone female, I don't think I want to.
Don't want to venture.
I want to test it at this point.
All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break. This was a shorter segment.
You guys, I'm so sorry. I gotta say goodbye.
You got to scoot?
What? I gotta run back up to work.
It happens. All right. So Catherine is signing off. We're going to take a quick break and come back and we'll come back and wrap it up. Do you have any last words to say to your adoring fans?
Thank you so much, listeners, for once again listening to another episode of Liquid Lunch. Very soon, September, we're launching season 2 of the She's Crafty show. So be sure to tune in then. I know people are waiting for it. They're excited. We're getting it scheduled.
Excellent. Do you know any guests yet?
I'm working on Scott from Freestyle.
Good luck.
I've got some musical guests lined up.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got some celebrity guests lined up. I'm pretty excited about. Let's do it happen.
Very cool. All right.
All right.
Well, enjoy the rest of your work day.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Catherine.
All right. So Catherine is out. She's taking her fan mic with her. And we're going to take a quick break and come back and wrap this show up. You're listening to Liquid Lunch Live. Texas's live midday craft beer show. Woo!
Liquid Lunch is sponsored by Barbacoa Apparel. Barbacoa Apparel is a San Antonio-based independent clothing line that caters to Texans and Texans at heart. To find out more about Barbacoa Apparel or to buy your favorite taco tea, go to barbacoaapparel.com.
Liquid Lunch is brought to you by No Label Brewing Company. The Brewery by the Silos in Katy, Texas, bringing you such beers as First Street Blonde Ale, El Jefe, Hefeweizen, 11 Amp IPA, Ridgeback Amber Ale, and Pale Horse Pale Ale. As the seasons change, so do their seasonal offerings, Black Widow, Elda M, Don Jalapeno, and of course, Forbidden Lavender. And then don't forget those off-label brews, so good. Perpetual peace, it'll change your life. No Label Brewing Company in Katy, Texas. Join them in the tap room, Monday through Friday, 3 to 10, Sundays, 12 to 6.
Don't forget the Saturday tour and tasting, kid and dog friendly, 12 to 3, Saturday.
Or anywhere finer Texas craft beer is sold. No Label Brewing Company, Katy, Texas, proud sponsor of Liquid Lunch.
Do you love craft beer? Do you love to laugh? Then you'll love me. I mean, who doesn't? I'm Catherine Contreras, and I'm the host of the She's Crafty podcast, a comedy and craft beer show taped in San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo, breakfast tacos, and some of the best craft beer in the Lone Star State. You can download the She's Crafty podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and just about anywhere you find badass podcasts. Or just go to our website, shescraftypodcast.com.
Hey, I'm Scott Metzger from Freetail Brewing, and this show.
Thanks, Scott, for the rousing endorsement there. You know, one of the best, Scott Metzger. Heard right here on Liquid Lunch.
Great.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. So, everybody, thank you for listening so far on this particular episode of Liquid Lunch Live. As we bid adieu to Catherine. She has to run back upstairs and go to work. We want to make sure we say a very special thank you to Eric Hoppy Chulo Barrera from San Antonio and Busted Sandal Brewing Company. He's head of their distro. So if you have a Busted Sandal beer in your hand, you have him to thank because he gets that to you. Also, if you're hearing my voice right now, you need to know that the podcast version of the show, they're now up. The episodes are now coming up on our website, liquidlunchshow.com. Just click on podcast, and very soon to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, maybe iHeartRadio, all those places where podcasts are listened to. So anyway, we do have this story about the Smithsonian, but do you want to talk about that real quick? We don't have to
talk about it?
We can. Do you have a graphic?
Well, we have a graphic, but you can talk about it.
I'll talk about it real quick. Anyway, the Smithsonian, in D.C., they're going to pay somebody $64,000 a year to drink and research beer. So there's the story right there. Is that from Money or Time.com? Money section. But anyway, if you have a background in research and beer and history, and you want to move to D.C., you can get a job with the Smithsonian. And I think that's going to be a daunting task.
How many applicants do you think they have for this?
Probably
It's got to be thousands.
tens of thousands, I would imagine. So good luck. But anyway. But everybody, thank you for listening to today's episode of Liquid Lunch Live. Guys, great job today. A lot of good beers tasted. The Goes from Real Ale. Of course, No Label, your Lavender Wit. So thank you to No Label. Thank you to Texian. Thank you to the Texas Mead Association, Texas Mead Fest, September 24th. Thank you to Barbacoa Apparel, all making this show possible. And thank you to producer Perry and Kennedy. Good job as well.
I didn't do anything today.
No, you didn't. You kind of messed up some pours.
I did.
So we've got to work on your pours. We've got to work on...
we'll add it to the list.
Yeah. There is a lot to it, but it's one of those pursuits that's worthwhile. So Anyway, but guys, thanks for your feedback. Let us know what you think. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places, we're there. YouTube, your comments are always appreciated. So everybody, thanks for listening. Tell a friend, tell your parents, tell your kids, tell your next door neighbor. Liquid Lunch Live. Every Thursday live at noon right here. Texas is Live Craft Beer midday show. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. It's the kickoff. Yay. Get there. All right, we'll see you soon. Liquid Lunch Live. We'll see you next week. Live at Drink of Ages Pub.
Yes.
It's going to be sweet.
Stew Production!